Yo, today I wanted to talk about being willing to be a beginner. Um, I think when we start things, we get in our heads a lot because we want to do things well. You know what I'm saying? But we need to be willing to give ourselves grace and time to be able to have a learning curve and to be able to be free in that and not to judge ourselves and beat ourselves up because we're not perfect off the rip. When we came out the womb, we didn't know how to walk, and our parents wasn't, getting on us because they were like, you don't know how to walk. Like you were a beginner to life. You know, you crawled. First, you didn't do nothing. They held you. Then you crawled. Then you probably learned how to stand. Then you might have took a couple steps. And then you run, you know what I'm saying? Like later on in life. But the whole point is just to be willing to be a beginner and to have fun in that and be free. You know? I think with social media and all the internet with like people trolling and just always talking crazy, whether it's under comments or making videos about people, because that's the new thing, right? You know, shade, whatever, Instagram pages is promoting this craziness. That's the new thing. So I think it makes people afraid to put themselves out there because they're literally judged for every little thing. Look how you took that step. Look how you blah, blah, blah. Look how you took that. But honestly, those people are, and that energy is just all a distraction. Like if people are going to talk about you negatively for trying something that you really interested in and that you really want to do, don't even listen to that, man. Like, tune that out. They're just trying to knock you off your path. Everybody had to start somewhere. Everybody. Think about all the people you look up to or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that you admire. They had to start somewhere, you know? Be willing to be a beginner. And it's okay. You know? I used to want to run away from that because I wanted to be like perfect. And I think school got a lot to do with that too, right? Because it's like when you go to school, everything is so it's so measured to a T. A plus, blah, 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 blah. There's no like gray area. It's just you right or you wrong, and this is what it is. But life is not like that. You know what I mean? Life is not about being perfect. It's about being open and free and willing to try. And it's about progress, you know? And that progress is just taking that step of being like, all right, well, I want to be a painter, but I don't know how to paint. Like, well, the first thing I'm going to do is buy the materials or whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever that first step is. Take that first step. And I feel like sometimes when you're trying something new, I feel like you should keep it to yourself or to the people you know are really for you. Because as a beginner, that could discourage you as well. When you starting something new, you might be on the fence about if you want to do it or not because it's new and you know, like, I don't know. So if you tell the wrong people, they start feeding stuff in your ear like, oh, you ain't gonna be good at that. Oh, don't even try that. It's never gonna be nothing. Oh, don't even, you know? And the craziest part about that is sometimes those people feeding that negativity in your ear be the people who are closest to you and who say they love you the most. It's kind of crazy. It's really crazy. But despite your parents, despite your friends and all your loved ones, man, it's your life. At the end of the day, it's your life. And you're going to have to live with your decisions and the things that you decided to do with your life. So do what you want to do with your life. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you, do what you're interested in. Do what makes you feel fulfilled, you know? And don't let anybody talk you out of that. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. You got to remind yourself every day. Let this be a reminder. I'm reminding myself too. Us. You know what I mean? We got to remind ourselves. It's almost kind of become like a negative thing or a joke to like want to try. You know? But I feel like the real brave folks, the real bold ones, you know, is the ones who gonna put themselves out regardless because they know whatever it is that they feeling in their heart is bigger than whatever fear of negativity or whatever somebody can say to try to steer them off their track. When you're trying to do good by the world or do good in the world and do right by people, you know what I mean? Like, you should just follow that, man. Whatever that is. You don't know how your words can help somebody. You don't know how your paintings can help somebody. You don't know how your poems can help somebody. You don't know how just hanging out with somebody, you know what I mean? You don't know how your book can help somebody. You don't know how you just sharing your experience with somebody else can help somebody. And being vulnerable, you know? Be willing to be a beginner, man. I feel like that's the beauty. That's like the start of something. It's almost like being a kid again, for real. It's like, you know, because when you was a kid, you was just so infatuated with everything. Like, any little thing that, like, now we see a stop sign is like, okay, we see a stop sign. We so used to seeing that if you older or whatever. But a kid, imagine them walking outside seeing a stop sign. They're going to be like, whoa, they're going to be seeing the trees. They're going to be looking around. They're going to be like, yo, what is this? Because it's so new to them. Fall in love with that wonder of that new path and that interest. Just follow that, you know? And I'm learning to do that as we speak, you know? I'm learning to just trust that the path that I'm on, whether I make pivots, is the right path, you know? Be willing to be a beginner. This is me beginning something new. I just want to come on here and just talk about experiences, and hopefully they reach somebody and we can just build a community of like-minded folks that just share their experiences, where we can be more vulnerable, whether you a man or a woman, but especially black men, whether you older, but especially younger, you know? I think that's something that's very important. Young black men need to learn how to be vulnerable and be emotionally intelligent, you know what I'm saying? Know how to maneuver in this world. But that's another, you know what I'm saying, another topic. Be willing to be a beginner. It's okay. Let them laugh. Let them talk crazy, you know? If somebody talking crazy or doing all that, they not focused on whatever it is that they should be doing. They spending more time focused on you than they focused on themselves. So just focus on the love. Give yourself grace. Go start something new. Be willing to be a beginner, you know? Love. Till next time.